welcome back to another episode of Two Fat Drunks. I'm JDV.
King D.
And I'm Warpig.
On this episode, we're going to discuss whether or not Die Hard 2 is the best Christmas movie of all time. Coming up
Next.
Hey everybody, welcome on back to another episode of Two Fat Drunks. And so we were really debating on what we should talk about now as Christmas 2019 is right around the corner.
Officially.
It's official.
2 days from
I've given up acid and free-lining cocaine. So we were talking a little bit about some great Christmas movies. We're going to discuss Blade Runner because this is the, you know,
This is the year,
This is
right?
the year that I just don't
We're
think anybody
supposed to have
cares.
reference.
Yeah, no. It failed us. It failed us as
I
science fiction.
really wanted to do a Christmas episode, and one of the movies that I always watch during Christmas, even more than Die Hard 1, is Die Hard 2. I really do. I mean,
Well, you know what the difference is? Plus, Die Hard 1 came out in the summertime. It was a summer blockbuster.
Yes.
yeah, that
Die
is
Hard
weird.
2
yeah.
actually came out
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Yeah, that is true. And that's one of the reasons why Bruce Willis and some of the people from that production always say it's not a Christmas movie. Oh, like hell, it's not a
Yeah.
Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Sorry,
But
Scott,
more
Ron,
so,
DMC
more
Christmas.
so is Die Hard 2, which is definitely a Christmas movie.
Shot in Alpena, Michigan.
Partly.
Partly
Point
shot
out.
in Michigan. So when you look at Lethal Weapon 2, again, Lethal Weapon is also a Christmas
Yes.
film.
With Cooper
Lethal Weapon
Evans.
2 has nothing to do with Christmas.
Not one
whereas
second.
Die Hard 2 is
Specifically
it's a
a
huge
Christmas
plot
movie.
point is that it's Christmas.
I think they even say Santa Claus is coming, too, through the
There's
airport.
some kind of horrible sound coming. Sorry. So, do you have the same? Die Hard 2 is a. It's Rennie Harlan joint, right?
Ready, fucking
From the
hard.
creators of Cutthroat Island.
And Rich is a Fort Fairlane.
Ooh, that's
Fort
right.
Fairlane.
Don't forget about
My hair!
about
My
that.
hair!
my head. Well, what's the one with Gina Davis where the bridge blows up and Sam Jackson's in it?
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh yeah, that
Pull that
horrible,
out of my mouth, you
horrible
cock.
train wreck of a movie.
You pulled it right out of my mouth.
So there's a-
It must have been while you were kissing me.
There's just something so magnificently entertaining about Die Hard 2.
It is.
I mean, it's just not. I could watch that movie every day. Really, if
You know, but
Just
you know,
the cast of characters.
Die Hard, yeah, exactly.
So all right, so let's
Die
talk-
Hard had a great cast by default, but Die Hard 2 put together a cast.
Right, yeah.
Every layer is perfect.
So many layers.
Well, let's break down some of the actors. Of course, you have Bruce Willis returns.
Bonnie,
You even have Bonnie Bedelia for
Yep.
for two.
And William
Bonnie
Atherton.
Bedelia's breasts.
And William Atherton.
Yeah, you got
The Dick.
You got yeah. You got Bill Sanders.
Yes.
No, Sanders.
And
Sanders.
doing his
Sad-
naked fucking Tai
No,
Chi
it's-
shit.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
it right?
Sanders.
It's Sadler.
He does it in
It's
the hotel.
Sadler.
Remember, he's fucking.
Is it
doing
Sadler or
shit.
Sanderson?
It's Sadler. Bill
Sadler.
Sadler.
Bill Sadler from Bill and Ted's. Excellent.
He is
Yeah,
great.
he's
as a villain.
amazing.
We have
Amazing.
Called
John.
Bogus Journey. Yeah.
You have John Amos, who is I love
Comes
him.
in later. He comes in later. He's like literally,
so
he's
good.
literally at the halfway
But
point.
right
Beastmaster.
right when the movie.
Oh, don't forget Robert
Good times.
Patrick's premiere.
Robert
First
Patrick
movie. And Fred Thompson.
And Fred
Senator,
Thompson.
the
Fred
late
Thompson.
Senator Fred Thompson.
Dennis Franz is.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Franz would have an entire career because he was in Die Hard.
You know,
2.
the only person in this movie that didn't get a career, like, on one side or the other, is the reporter chick. They were trying to make her a thing, and she just...
Wait a minute.
she was a little weird and mousy
but
chick.
She ended up... wasn't she older by then? Because I'm pretty sure she's in Sudden Impact.
I don't know.
Is she
Ooh,
not the
no.
reporter from Sudden Impact? Am I making the wrong person?
I don't know. Reply in the
Hey,
comments.
But just
I am kind of drunk. I'm gonna lay it out for you here.
kinda.
I'm a little drunk.
It's kind of like saying snow is kind of white.
A little bit
It's got a great
dingy.
freaking cast.
Amazing.
It has
Yeah, a
great
really
cast.
good cast.
Fred Thompson is so dang good as the
Dude, Fred Thompson is good reading the phone book.
Yeah.
Or rather, was.
Fred.
God rest him. So fucking R.I.P. Fred Thompson.
Would've been
Fred
such a great
Thompson was
president.
made
Should've been
into
our
a
president.
senator just because he's in Die
He's
Hard.
awesome.
too. He's
Right.
so
I would've
good.
And
voted
Days
for
of
him.
Thunder, and yeah.
And I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who plays the guy like the squirrely mechanic guy who lives on the underground guy.
Iwo Jima.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was well cast. It's I can't.
He was, you know what? He chewed a little scenery. He was a little,
Well,
Nobody cared. I mean, it was
Right.
fine.
He
It
did
just-
what Randy Harlan told him to do.
right.
Power of Rennie Harlan.
The power of Rennie Harlan. There's so much over the top, wild cheese in that movie. It is just so blessed. So many explosions. So much.
With Bruce Willis in the ejector scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the
point,
best. Of
And you know
all.
what?
Bruce
That's been
Willis
ripped off.
was-
That's been ripped off in GoldenEye and a couple
doing
others. Yeah.
so much
I think what you
coke
meant to
at
say is
that point.
golden eye.
And so at that point, Bruce Willis had done so much coke, he didn't know what movie. He was like,
So-
he was like, "What day is it?"
And what's
Okay, sit
really
here.
fun to watch.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Rock and roll. Yeah.
When you watch the movie now, of course, everyone's smoking like a chimney. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're just walking through security. No one even checks to see if they have guns. I mean, just
because that
none of-
when did that come out?
Oh, that was 92, 93, 90. No. It was 90, 91.
yeah, it's a while ago.
Well,
Yeah,
I would say Christmas 91 if I had to guess.
but for just mindless, fun, action entertainment, it is so hard to beat Die Hard 2. And the one thing that Die Hard 2 really does, and that's why, other than the fact that it's set at Christmas time, unlike Die Hard 1, you most of the time you're in a building, and even when you're outside, you're in Los Angeles.
Right.
In this film, it's snowing
they
all
go
the time.
everywhere. They go everywhere around there.
And of
You're
course,
outside.
Bruce Willis of course, doesn't have a jacket for most of it, so he's suffering like mad in the cold weather. And it's before they could do CG, breath.
it was
So
really-
it's actually cold, even if it's just a refrigerated set.
Soundtrack
it's still
by
cold.
Michael
it's
Kamen.
legit.
Michael Kamen.
Michael Gaiman. He
Right.
actually has a song on the soundtrack called Icicle.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie in one way, but in another way, it's fantastic. Well, let me put it this way: what would you rather watch, Die Hard 2 or Die Hard 3, 4, or 5?
2.
Of course, no. Now you think, well, I'd rather watch Die Hard 1
I crashed the set of Die Hard 3, so I
because
did. Yeah, it's a long story.
there's
but I'll say
there's no Alan Rickman
no.
in Die Hard 2, and that's about the only beef you can really say because they killed
Sadler doesn't hold up to Jeremy Irons or
Oh, I think
But
he's
see,
better than that.
You pulled
Jeremy
that
Irons is
up.
I like
think
Jeremy
that-
Irons quite a bit, but no, Bill Sadler is better in Die Hard 2 than
he
Jeremy
is.
Irons.
He's more
Just
calculated,
for-
but he doesn't give
Just
the-
for one thing, Bill Sadler's buck ass naked in that scene where he's
Yeah,
doing the kung
yeah.
fu.
Tai Chi
He
shit
shredded
was
like
fucking- yeah,
a
he-
Julius
pretty-
salad.
Which begs the question: was that Bill Sadler?
It is. It is.
Do you know that?
Yeah. No,
Don't
he's
tell me
turned
what you
sideways.
think.
He's doing it in front of a
No.
Why
mirror.
don't you look it up on your?
It is. He doesn't use a body double in that. That is
Some of
him.
the
I've heard him
crowd
talk
for
about it.
this.
I've heard him talk about it.
If you say it's true, I'm
Yes.
holding you that it's true.
It's true.
All right.
Wait, are you asking if it's a body double?
I'm just.
Oh no, it wasn't a body
definitely
double.
him.
It's definitely
You can
him.
see his face.
Yeah, you
He
can see his
turns.
Well,
face.
He
good
turns, he's
on
looking in
you,
the mirror.
Bill Sadler. He's still alive,
Yeah, he
right?
did a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
he's
ass
still alive,
crunches
yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And John Amos is an actor I love, and I don't understand why he's not been in more films. I would
I don't understand.
I would love to have him be in a movie.
Why they
as
killed
almost
him
anything.
off of Good Times?
Well, it was money.
He's well, yeah. He's
No, it was money.
They
It was
considered
only
him
money then.
difficult because he wanted to get paid.
Yeah, he wanted to get
more
paid money.
than what? Yeah.
No, it was
They're
just
like,
a
oh
money.
well, we'll kill you, and then
wanna
guess
go
what?
out.
Now, part of the reason is why
Jake,
Norman
you
Lear's a
are
bag of
evil.
crap is that he fired John Amos because
Yeah.
he didn't want to pay him money.
got
But
Joe.
John,
John Amos was in fucking Roots.
He was in Beastmaster, you
Oh
shithead.
yeah.
But John Amos is cast brilliantly because
You-
he's cast. I'm not. If you haven't seen it, I
Spoiler
won't.
alert.
I know it's not a spoiler alert, but he is cast against type, and it is Rennie Harlan's maybe best casting ever because he is cast against type. And when you find out what happens, it's
like,
such a
wow.
shock. You're like, no.
Not John Amos.
No,
He was
hold on.
awesome.
To tell
no.
this story, I have to do a spoiler.
Tell me a story.
You love
They had,
spoilers.
they had a double feature of Predator 2 and Die Hard 2 at the
No.
Mercury Theater in Detroit, downtown Detroit.
Okay.
So my freshman year at college, me and a buddy decided to drive down there. I was like, $3 for a double feature of Predator 2 and Die Hard 2? We're
It
there.
sells itself.
That sounds itself.
And I kid you not, in the final scene with John Amos on the wing, they are rooting for John Amos to win. It was your stereotypic black movie audience, and when John Amos is on that wing, they're like, yeah, get him.
And no.
I'm not black, and I root for John Amos too.
I kind of do.
Shit.
Although in Predator 2, I gotta be honest with you.
Oh God, they love that movie.
I'm kind of rooting for Predator.
No, Danny Glover, man, he was badass in that. I got to give it to Danny Glover on that. He definitely was not too old for that shit.
And I like Danny Glover, but
Give me John Amos over Danny Glover. That's a separate kind. Who would you cast?
John Amos in Predator 2 would have been a different movie.
yeah,
It would have been a different movie, wouldn't it?
yeah. I watched John Amos.
No,
Dude,
really.
John
I mean, it
Amos
would have been a
and
better movie.
fucking-
Yeah.
Of Carl Weathers.
And I do like Danny Glover, but John Amos has that
It
weird.
would have been too Action Jackson.
He's
Carl Weathers.
too.
John Amos
he's
has that
too
weird-
earthy. He's like John Amos would have been great in the Shawshank Redemption.
Like, you know, John Amos is like a paladin. You know,
Yeah,
he's-
you could see it.
You could.
Yeah.
I would cast John Amos as Hawk Slayer.
Because he would tell you like you're wrong and here's why. You're
All
like,
things go back to Hawk Slayer.
I believe it. Right, all things do go back to Oxlayer. But yeah, I totally believe
Yeah,
John
because
Amos.
there's something inherently good about the man, and that's why he's used so brilliantly in Die Hard 2. But let
Yeah.
me also say this:
Tell me, John. What about John Amos?
John McClane, you know, Bruce Willis.
Yes.
He is still at the height of his powers in that film. He's still what in powers. I mean, I don't mean acting powers because he probably still is.
The height of his popularity.
If it's
Well, no,
of
it was-
his sexual
it was
appeal,
of
him being a
He
sex
still has
symbol.
hair. He still has hair.
Right. He
And
never
most of it's
he
his
never
own.
had hair. Oh no, that's all a toupee. But he's still a young enough man and still vibrant enough.
Where he could pull that off.
Well, that he's doing at least half the stunts.
He does well when he does that barrel roll while he's shooting the 9mm and he's doing the roll and the
9
shoot.
bellies.
And then
Yeah, he's doing that. He's pulling. He's aiming. He's
right, he's a little bit more into because he had just come off of Moonlighting when he did the first film. He had no training at all.
Yeah.
So by the time he's doing
have you watched
Die
that
Hard 2,
new
I
documentary,
vividly
the
remember that.
movies that made us on Netflix?
no.
Actually,
Oh, it's from the
I
toys.
kind of have.
The toys
it's
that
pretty
made
good.
us guys.
Yeah.
The toys that made us guys
It's
have
good.
done a movie
okay.
version.
Nice job.
It's brilliant. The Die Hard.
But I
is
remember,
brilliant.
vividly when they said, "Yeah, Die Hard with Bruce Willis," and we're all like, "The guy from Moonlighting."
I loved Moonlighting, so I was in. I was hooked.
I like
I was
Moonlighting.
a big Moonlighting guy.
And you know what? I
Yeah,
even had
so-
Return of Bruno, the soundtrack. I loved it. It
All
was-
right, I'm not going to say I'm
I-
that gay, but I'll follow you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll let you go there, and it's cool, and I don't mind.
I had Eddie.
Respect yourself.
Dude, I
For-
had
to
I had
see you
Eddie
come out of the
Murphy's
closet
album
like that
too,
is
so-
very brave, Dennis. And I
It's not
appreciate
that brave
it.
nowadays.
Yeah, right. Everybody's. I mean, there's no closet.
If you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a hoot.
where's that knife?
No knives.
I want
No.
No, help him. Oh God.
But there, think about. I mean, for one thing, he is having that gun battle in the baggage compartment or
Yeah.
the baggage area about what 8 minutes into the film. I
Yeah.
mean, he is blowing people away
It steps
in less
on the
than 10
gas,
minutes.
right.
It steps on the gas and it never lets off. Yes, there are some ridiculous.
You know what's
things,
weird? There is a weird.
crazy things in it. But my God, if you just want raw firepower in action. Die Hard 2 is really hard to beat.
What sets off the metal
I hate to
detectors
say
first?
this.
The shit in your brains or the,
Or the
lead in your ass?
There's all kinds of good smack talking.
There's one scene in that bugs me, and I just saw it a couple months ago.
Ooh.
I don't necessarily. I think it's kind of forced that they have to do the call into Owl It's like, oh, I got the fingerprints of this guy, and I'm going to send it to Al in a
I
fax
agree.
machine.
It would have been kind of cooler if Al was with him going to Christmas.
Reginald
Right.
Johnson.
Like, he's
Reginald
family
Johnson.
now. He's family
Right,
now.
he's literally my blood brother. I mean, we
Right.
are like,
They like
Exactly.
snuck him in as best they could.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though there's
Wait,
no
wait.
fucking way.
and the
Right,
mechanism
exactly.
by which they sneak him in is this highly
know
new
what's
tech
also
thing
cool?
called a fax machine.
But you know what's even funnier than that? When you watch it, they imitate McTiernan's direction style for Al's shot.
Who?
Everything else
Yeah.
is Ray Harlan, but when they cut to Al out in California,
It's
they're
John
literally
McTiernan.
it jumps to McTiernan style.
You know, John McTiernan is still alive
He is, and he's been shunned by Hollywood.
and not working at all.
No, he's in that movies that
Well,
made us.
He was in a big scandal.
Well, the Pelicano scandal, and you know what? He's the one guy that took the fall when everybody
I
else.
don't know enough about it.
Who remembers that now enough to say, hey, maybe we should get John McTiernan?
Oh, you know, that's
Look,
actually one of the things that I'm going
look.
to ask Doug Trumbull is, if I get to talk to him, is there are a lot of great older directors that are just on the shelf right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
and is it because are they all done, or is it just because they can't get a sniff?
Is Joe Dante
Right.
dead?
No, he's alive.
He's alive.
Why isn't Joe Dante working?
Why isn't a bunch of those guys working?
Because they want him to do.
A better question
They
is,
want him to
is
do
why is
Gremlins.
Spielberg still working?
They want him to do Gremlins 3, and they won't let him do anything but Gremlins 3. That's the problem.
Even now?
Yeah, they get their eyes
Joe,
locked
give
on
me
a
a
prize.
call. Comment.
So,
Yeah. We could
honestly,
use a
I mean,
good director
honestly,
around here.
if you're around
Why?
Why?
knife,
Where is it?
Here you go.
He stole it.
thanks, Dennis. I went on about James Bond and Thanksgiving dinners because I do love, and I
I'll
did.
tell you what, that new
I watched
trailer
Spy
looks
Who
good.
Loved Me on
The
Thanksgiving.
new trailer does look good, but I know they're going to go
gonna be
completely
shit.
Yeah,
off the
you
rails.
just saw
Shit.
every good part
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
of the film.
It's gonna
on
be
it.
shit,
Absolutely.
dude. It's gonna shit.
I mean, other than the James Bond movie, I mean, you really are talking about Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. And
Yep.
if you had to really, I will swear to you that I watched Die Hard 1 maybe every other Christmas, but I watched Die Hard 2 every Christmas. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Would Gibson
it's raw fun.
do another Lethal Weapon?
Well, that's Rennie,
Sure he would.
Yeah. At this point, I think he has
How
to.
could you do another Lethal?
You'd have to do it with Danny Glover's retired, or Danny Glover is now the chief or the
You'd have
captain.
to bring
That
Right.
is-
Ron.
No,
you-
absolutely.
You have to bring in a new.
Although
partner.
the actor who played the captain's still alive, too.
How,
so.
how about this? You bring in Mel Gibson, DMX.
Mel Gibson, Michael B. Jordan.
Who could you bring in to do that?
Oh, no, I think you just did it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have just did that.
no, I love DMX so much that I'm still going to say
DMX
DMX.
is still fucking doing Steven Seagal movies,
Hey.
okay?
X gonna give it
Yeah,
to
but
you.
that's just come on, man. I love DMX.
Fuck waiting for you to get on your own. X gonna give
Hey,
it to you.
John Amos, still
Yeah.
alive.
He is still alive.
Hey, are we still talking about Die Hard 2?
Yeah.
I think so.
Rennie Harlan does this and then goes on to Long Kiss Goodnight, which is also a
Is he
Christmas
still
movie.
married to Gina Davis?
I don't think so. I think they... Oh, boy, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
But
that's
Cutthroat
a
Island
question.
killed both of their careers.
It was a murder.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
let's be
is
honest.
One of the dumbest.
Gina Davis
it's-
had a
it's
limited
dumb.
shelf.
But
life.
it's
God
got,
bless
it's
Gina
got
Davis.
some really
I mean,
good sequences, and it's rare Sam Jackson playing
I mean,
like
I'd
old.
slap
He's
fuck
playing
fucking
old,
Gina
out of shape
Davis.
Sam
Stupid,
Jackson.
but-
Really, what's interesting? The
I mean,
most interesting
older
thing
now
about that
type
film
shit.
is
Really
Sam
break the
Jackson
fucking
because
shit out of
he's
her.
in that movie
Oh,
before
yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
I mean,
Right.
I'm talking about bloody lip, fucking.
Is it
missing
before
a tooth
Pulp Fiction?
Style shit, right?
Well,
mean,
I was
that's
on the when I
really
crashed the set of
nasty.
Die Hard 3.
Big fella, I'm pretty sure even now Gina Davis as an octogenarian,
I think you're wrong.
would beat you up.
I think you're wrong on that. Long Kiss Goodnight came out after Die Hard 3 because when I
Die
crashed
Hard,
this,
I'm not talking Die Hard 3.
No, 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 what
I'm
I-
talking about Pulp Fiction.
no, I understand that. Pulp Fiction was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly when I crashed the set of Die Hard 3
That's
because the
94.
producers.
How many times
Yeah,
you gonna
94,
mention
summer
that?
94.
Did you
And
crash the set of Die Hard 3?
I did,
Really?
yeah.
You did?
I literally.
When
Bruce,
was that?
Bruce Willis kicked me off himself.
Well, himself.
Yeah, I know.
I've got this mark on my balls here.
But Long Kiss Goodnight came out after both of those. Yeah.
Thank
It was
you.
Sam Jackson playing against what he had kind of started building for himself at that point.
Thank you, Dennis.
They played Long Kiss. I'm probably going to cut all this, but they played Long Kiss Goodnight a lot for whatever reason on Bounce. And I watch Bounce TV probably about 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Just because it plays good movies.
That's your
And
speaking to you.
and they there's a scene in the alley where Gina Davis is talking smack about like two guys who are getting ready to be. Oh, because I couldn't take them. No.
No,
No,
for 2 seconds.
no.
They would beat you so badly.
All right, so is Die Hard 2 something that you look
Long
forward
Kiss
to
Goodnight,
watching?
1996.
Wow, that close. That's unbelievable. And that's that's over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, Die Hard 2 Christmas.
Do you watch it? Do you think it's a good movie? And everything
Yes,
like
absolutely.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
that? You don't love it as much as me, though.
I
No,
love Die Hard 1
and
because to me it's
have-
the prototype for literally 100 movies after it.
Can I explain?
What's
Die
weird
Hard
is that
2
Die Hard 1 is a believable film,
It is.
mostly. Die Hard 2 has nothing to do with
So-
But
reality.
it's more entertaining
When-
because it's put together. It's kind of the difference between the first cake you ever had and the best cake that was
It's
ever made
kind
for
of
you.
like Dr. No versus Spy Who Loved Me. It's,
Why
it's a
doesn't-
kind of a realistic thing versus it's not realistic, but it's so fun.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it compare? And I'll give you 2 words. The reason it doesn't compare is because of Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman is.
He sells it. He
Alan
sells
Rickman is better than Bill Sadler.
And you know what? I'm not gonna.
And I love Bill
Well,
Sadler.
that's-
Don't
that's-
misunderstand.
You gotta
That's,
watch. You gotta
that's-
watch the movies
that's
that made
tough.
us the Die Hard thing because they talk about that whole like we have no way of getting these two together so they can meet.
The
And they
dirt-
come up with the way. They come up with the way like when they were at the commissary
The
one day.
Dirty Dancing episode of
it's
that
good.
was actually pretty kick-ass.
I know.
And it made me really miss
And-
Patrick
I
Swayze.
know.
was
I
like,
know. He's brilliant.
When you look
sucks.
at Die Hard 2, there's so much that is fake. Like when they switch from the blanks to the real
Yeah.
bullets.
And
Well,
you have no idea as an audience
Like,
the first time
what?
you see that.
well, no, but
No way.
anybody who knows guns knows one thing. If you put a blank bullet into a gun and then you prime the gun and then you fire the gun will fire one time.
Yes.
And then all of the rest of those blanks will sit there in the magazine because there is not enough blowback pressure to activate the magazine because
cycle around.
right to cycle around because there's just not there's not enough.
Why do you got to ruin this for me?
Shut up. And so anybody who knows anything about guns looks at Die Hard 2 and goes, "Oh my God, there's no freaking way that they're blasting off full clips of blanks without,
Right.
a muscle suppressor or something in there to
Something to actuate.
yeah to blow back
Right.
the gas."
But then you wouldn't be able to fire the live rounds
right,
later.
then you wouldn't be able to fire the
Yeah.
live rounds, and yet. I still love that movie. Like the whole ejection scene, that's ridiculous. The grenades, they're throwing grenades in there for like an hour, and none of them blow up until
And he still has time to, oh shit, seatbelt on,
You're
oh
like-
god,
you're like,
where's the
okay,
thing? Oh,
2,
yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
And yet,
4. Is the grenade gone off yet?
Nope.
Hang on, let me reset this.
it's one, and usually I hate dumb movies, and yet that movie's
But
super
you
dumb.
just don't seem
But
to
it's
mind.
just so fun, in part because of the acting talent is so vast.
Yeah.
You know what?
There is so much.
Who plays the black dude that's at Mission
You
Control?
took it out of my
yeah,
fucking
I know.
mouth.
Oh, yeah.
He puts the gun in his face.
Right.
You can click. He goes, oh.
Yeah.
Don't ever fuck up again.
Right.
Yeah, he's very good. The cast from top to bottom is good.
The reporter
Music
chick
is
is
fun.
the same chick from fucking Deadpool.
And it has the same
Who?
From the movie the fucking
Oh, the
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
With
The
Clint Eastwood.
Deadpool,
Not
yeah.
Deadpool, sorry.
Right,
The
right,
Deadpool
right.
with Clint Eastwood.
Right.
And-
They're trying to make her somebody. She was kind of like a weird, I don't know what.
Redhead.
Yeah, but
And
she's got a
Hollywood
weird
redheads
thing.
of
Yeah.
all
You have the same jerk who plays the reporter
William
from Die
Atherton
Hard
in Ghostbusters.
Hard 1 is in there.
William Atherton, right.
And they interview him in both the Ghostbusters films, movies
They
that made
did
us,
talk to him,
and
didn't they?
and Die Hard. Yeah,
And he's just so good as a
he's
jerk.
good. You know, he basically he's an character actor who's like, I just buy into it now because if they want me to be the asshole, I'll be the asshole.
He's the asshole
Yeah.
from fucking Real Genius.
Yeah.
He's the professor.
And I have to say this because
popcorn
one of the huge negatives about Die Hard 3 to me is that Bonnie Bedelia is not in that
They
film.
didn't even bother to even have her do an
Well,
owl.
And I'm sorry,
Show
that
her
is horrible.
spectacular
So you're
breasts.
telling me that John McClane does everything that he does in Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2, and we
Just
don't
to save her.
and he divorces and then doesn't even.
They just go.
Oh.
We love you, Bonnie Bedelia. All right, anyway,
We love all your Bedelia.
I hope that everyone here gets a chance to watch Die Hard 2, the greatest Christmas movie ever made. Like, subscribe, share, and until next time, love each other and mwah!
I made some more money. What do you
Hey,
want?
I'm making the money.
The fucking Denny's Harry Canyon. He goes, hey, nobody touches Harry Canyon unless I want him to.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.